On to technology number two. This one that I'm going to be sharing with you is Square. Square is something that we've probably all heard of. We've maybe seen it, used it, processed payments that way, but it's something that I've not used within my own classroom. So I think that this would be a really great feature for my store or my classroom business. My students run the Healthy Snack Shop and sell healthy snacks to our student body. And currently, they are just using an old-fashioned cash box, and then keeping track of inventory and sales on paper, and then putting it into a spreadsheet. So I think that this would really give them some real-world experience, something that if they were to go get a job, they would be using something more similar to this than paper and pencil, which I like. I like anytime that we can get students some real world work experience. So let's get started. There are, of course, several different tiers when you're looking at Square. So it's not all free. If you were to look at, credit card processing, there's obviously a fee for that. But what I would need in my classroom would just be a cash register and in the app. And the app would allow me to track inventory, keep track of sales, and really help us keep a balance with our cash box. So as we scroll down, we can see that it is built to simplify your day to day. I think that's really nice. I think students sometimes think, oh my goodness, I forgot to write that down. If they knew that they had to put that into the cash box and in your POS system, in our situation, it would just be, an iPad and a cash register. But if you had to use the iPad to open your cash register, there would be no missing a sale. You wouldn't forget to write it down or forget to process it because to open it, you would have to have the iPad and input your sale. So I think another really great thing that would be helpful for us is inventory. Students often, again, forget to write that down, or maybe somebody comes back and says, hey, I was supposed to get goldfish for my friend and I got, pop chips or whatever it might be. So it could help us keep track of, okay, well, we've taken this out of our box, but we need to go ahead and replace it so we could do a quick return. Um, it is what would also be helpful is that it keeps track of your cash box balance. And so students would be actually balancing back to what our POS, I keep saying POS, but it's really not going to be a POS if we are not using, credit cards, but what our system states. So what Square tells us we should have, we're going to input our balance, our starting balance in our cash box, and then as we take in money with each sale, it will show us our new cash box balance. And so our students would be able to balance back to that to make sure that we are actually in balance and not missing anything. So there's a lot of really great features. Really, what really excites me is that students would be able to get this real world experience. So I think that what we would need for my classroom would be something like this middle setup here. Without the credit card reader, we would not be accepting credit cards within the school, but it would have a cash box, an app that we could use, with one of our iPads we have in my classroom, and then a receipt printer. So it's a lot of fun. I think this is something that I'll be, visiting with admin about. So as you can see, for the free setup will get you retail point of sale app, online store, basic inventory tools, and unlimited items, meaning you can add, as many items as you sell, you can add that in there. So this is the rate for processing cards, but again, we will not be doing that. So anyways, really exciting stuff that I think I can update my classroom with.